Tell us why you've opened this case.
I opened this case because I do believe that Mr. Williams is cheating on me. I do believe there's a lot of infidelity going on within our marriage. I think that there's a couple of things that I just...
My boy like, man, look at her, huh? God damn, stop the cab. My boy's like, nah, yeah, stop the cab, huh? Stop the cab.
Can't ignore that's leading me to believe that there is someone else or maybe several other people that he may be cheating on me with.
Oh.
Mr. Williams, you've heard these accusations. How do you feel about being
what is your take, my boy?
accused of cheating?
I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. Nobody wants to be not cheating and being accused of cheating. That's like you're not getting the pleasure part of it, but you're just getting the accusation part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want, I love her to death. Yeah. That's why I can't approve myself. At the same time, if that continues going on, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to be in that situation, to be 100% honest with you.
So, these accusations can't come out of nowhere. Ms. Williams, what are the warning signs?
The warning signs is that I found a earring back in his car, in the front passenger seat of his work car.
A what? What did you find?
Ms. Williams, what are the warning signs?
The warning signs is that I found a earring back in his car, in the front passenger seat of his work car.
Oh.
When his clients ride in the back.
My boy denied
He
it.
comes home very late. He gets off of work around 6, and I don't see him until 12, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock in the
my boy
morning.
running that late night shift. My boy trying to ruin that checkup.
And the other warning sign is that we don't have sex as often as we used to.
Oh, hey, I didn't know.
That's quite a trio you got going there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you said that you found an earring back. I mean, an earring back, that's not a big deal. Why would that be a big deal?
Well, Your Honor, this is the thing. I will only wear a specific kind of earrings.
Okay.
Do you mind if I show you?
Ron, would you bring that up to us, please?
Thank you. This is the earring back that I found in the passenger seat of his car.
Of his car?
Yes. And these are the earrings that I wear. Do you mind if you...
He'll bring it up to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
I don't wear the earrings that have the back that you pop on the back.
Oh.
I just wear the ones that you just put it in your...
You put it and you clasp.
So this is
Yes.
self-clasping.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't need backs.
Right.
See, I learned that all these years of buying nice earrings for Judge Cutler. So I know the difference.
This guy. But this picture is of an earring back that you would slide on the post.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't wear those kind of earrings, you don't understand why that kind of earring back is in his car.
Yes, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Look at her in the back. Like, you're
That kind of earring back is in his car.
Yes, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, Your Honor, all of this is falsehoods. I do drive
She looking like she's sad for me. Like, ooh,
a taxi. I also engineer as well, like an audio engineer. So my times is crazy when I get home. The number one reason I can tell you she think I'm cheating, to be 100% honest with you, is the things I do with her. Like, when we do have sex and when the sex was great and all of that, she knows I'm down to do everything. I'll rub her back, kiss her feet.
Hey, my boy, just calm down. We don't need to know.
But where you going?
You know ETB.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, and I'm scared to ask it.
All of that.
I don't
You know what I'm
wanna
saying?
know.
I'll go ahead and do all of that.
So why would she have a problem with that? I can't imagine any woman would have a problem with that. Why do you think she has a problem with that?
I think that she thinks that the thing I'm doing with her, I might be doing with other women, and that scares her. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm curious about, though, is you said one of the warning signs is you're having less sex.
Yeah.
He's saying it's because of the sex you all do have and all the things he's doing. That's scaring you. So is it less sex or is it what he's doing sexually with you?
Well, I'm a Scorpio and he's a Scorpio. So when it was normal,
She looking like
it was like 3-4 times a week. Now that went to 3 times a month.
Oh, that's
that
a decrease.
That's a huge decrease.
And that wasn't on your part.
No, it wasn't on my part. So I know if we're not doing
Someone
the
else.
deed in our married home, then somebody's doing the deed for him.
I see how I look.
I
see
mean,
how
you go
it looks.
from 3 or 4
I can say
times a
that.
week to 3
At the
times
end of
a
the
month.
day, I'm not some animal that can't control myself. I'm not somebody that just gotta run around. I love
I'm not
sex.
saying that.
I love sex, don't get me wrong, but I'm not the type that can't control myself and, abstain myself if I need to. And that's what I've been doing.
But why has it decreased?
To be honest with you, she ain't gonna like this, but we used to have great, great sex. Now she has lazy sex. I don't have lazy sex.
Damn.
Okay, have you talked to her
My
about
boy
it?
bring that to the
I mean, I vaguely talk about how you had that conversation. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. You had it right here.
Yeah, but everything out here now, we might as well keep going.
What is lazy sex?
That's like when it's like you gotta wake the person up and then they not all the way up. I don't want to do that. Like,
Okay, but admittedly, I've been married a couple of months.
okay.
I'm listening. I want to hear how this ends up.
Yeah.
Where am I going?
Yeah, where you going with
It
this?
ain't gonna always be like a trapeze and a trampoline, and sometimes it's gonna be like, yeah, okay.
I ain't trying to be in y'all business.
I mean, that don't mean I love you less. It's
Yes,
just like, you know,
thank you.
all right, I feel you.
I'm not sure how I want to react to that.
I'm
you know?
just
I'm
roll with it.
just roll with
in y'all business or whatever, but at the end of the day, I know he ETB when it comes down to it. 'Cause
What?
He want to keep the relationship going. He want to keep the marriage happy.
Well, what is that?
Eat the
Wow.
Wow. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have asked. I knew I shouldn't have asked.
this length. If I'm going to that length, I'm not trying to have somebody have.
My boy went that
Oh, okay.
You know, so at the end of the day, it's that.
What?
Then I do keep crazy hours. I'm not gonna lie, act like I don't keep crazy hours, because I do. So I can see how it'd be misconstrued as me doing something, but in no actuality, I'm not. And the fact of the matter is, I'm joking and laughing and stuff, but if this don't stop, I'm gonna be ghost. Like, I'm not gonna keep putting up with this.
I'm not like those other hotels. I'm what you call boutique.
How do we go from Happy Times and ETB to you accusing him of cheating?
Well, another reason is because I was looking for my charger in the back of his car, and I saw a bag of t-shirts with just t-shirts stuffed in the bag in the back of his car. And he said, oh, well, sometimes when I'm working, I get hot and I get sweaty, and I just take my sweaty shirt off and I just want to put a clean shirt on. I was like,
I
okay,
drive taxis.
there's nothing wrong with that. You can put a clean shirt on. So I decided to investigate a little bit further. So I went back to get the bag, and I opened it, and a strong smell came out.
Okay.
Like a perfume smell.
Okay.
So I took a shirt out of the bag, Your Honor, if I may.
Wow.
Damn,
Would you please get
she brought everything to this party.
that?
bro.
So that's
She
the shirt
ready.
from out the bag.
Yes.
Is it a clean shirt or not
it-
clean shirt?
Well, this is the thing. It smells, it has a scent on it that it smells like a thought scent, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. It brought that.
Thought scent?
Yes. It's
I didn't know they
definitely
had
cherry
that as a
blossom.
fragrance anymore. I didn't know that. Mr. Williams, why does this T-shirt smell like a woman?
Your Honor, to be 100% honest with you, like, when I drive taxis, I like my taxi to smell a certain way. Like, I don't like it to be stank. I don't like nobody to come in there. Like,
You
'cause
like it to
sometimes you
smell
get
like
people
thoughts.
that. Okay.
Why does it smell so fruity?
Somebody could have dropped someone. See, I could have picked it up with that.
He has a story for every
Hey, my boy, all prepared. I love your story, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I love that. You twisting it around, but I don't trust you. Maybe you're doing something with the extra hours. I
If
don't
you
know.
want coulda, you could have been with a woman. We're not dealing with what could have happened. I want to know what did happen.
Your Honor, if I may interject, she knows, no disrespect, that the sex right now is not up to par. So I think that's half the reason for her insecurities. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You
Your
know what I'm
Honor,
saying?
we have a 10-month-old and we have a 4-year-old. Sometimes I get tired.
Don't they say the things you do to keep them? I mean, get them is the things you gotta do to keep them. So don't get somebody and then change up.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Sex starts here. If this ain't right, she ain't gonna want to be with you.
Right.
Facts.
Have you found anything that makes you think that he's cheating?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, what have you found?
Well, I have found condoms in my house.
I know it. Come on.
I do.
Who said that? No, my boy said, I knew it.
What have you found?
Well, I have found condoms in my house.
I know it.
I do have a evidence if you'd like me to show you the explanation, Your Honor.
Sure.
Come on, who's gonna be crazy enough to?
Hold on, Mr.
Hold on,
Williams.
Mr. Williams. We'll get to you.
Yes.
I was looking for the salt in the paprika, Your Honor. I couldn't find it. It was like pushed back in the back of the cabinet. So I keep reaching my hand further back and back and back, and I start to feel some cardboard. So I pull it out, and it's a box of condoms in the back of my kitchen cabinet.
Ew.
Now the kitchen is my space, everybody,
place
because
to
I'm the
hide
one
it.
that cooks.
You put them in the wrong spot, my boy. Bro, you put them at the wrong spot behind the salt. That's salty now. Man. Man, nah.
most of the meals in the house. Mr. Williams, Deshaun was also at our house when I found this box of condoms. And I said, okay, so which one of you guys does this belong to? And they tried to feed me a story saying that it was there when we moved in the house.
Had to be.
Mr. Williams, I know you're trying to spice things up, but
who's gonna be crazy enough to be cheating, bring condoms home, put them in your kitchen where you know your wife is gonna be at? Like,
You could
Do you, wait, do you all
Man, that's a good talk. That makes sense.
use condoms
now.
in your marriage?
No. And this was also the brand of condoms that me and Timothy did used to use before we
Oh, look at her. Oh, she's like,
got serious. So I know they have to belong to him.
I don't believe those are my brand, Your Honor.
at the end of the day, what's your explanation
They
for why
either
the
had to be-
condoms are found in the spice cabinet?
They had to be there when I moved in, 100%, or they had to be my brothers. Like,
Okay, let's hear from your brother.
he said they might be his, but I don't.
We want to get your name for the record.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Your whole name, please.
Deshaun Williams.
Okay, Mr. Williams.
promoted.
This is your brother,
Yeah.
and you were there when the condoms were found in the kitchen.
Yes, I was there.
All right. What did you tell Miss Williams about those condoms, where they came from, or how they came to be there?
I told her I didn't know because, you know, I love my sister-in-law to death, but behind this situation, it actually spilled over into my household.
So now that the drama has spilled and has unfolded,
Yeah.
you're here in court right now.
Yeah.
Want to tell the truth. So tell Miss Williams where the condoms came from.
Please.
Okay, this is exactly what happened. We, I don't know if you heard of Something in the Water, because we live in the Virginia area. So we went to the Something in the Water festival or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we all chilling out, hanging out in their house after the show or whatever, and everybody starts leaving. Everybody starts going home one by one. Everybody's gone. And then one of our friends, he leaves out the door, and then he come running back in like, oh, I can't take this home. Here, you hold this for me. So he passed me.
Talking to you?
Yeah, talking to me.
Okay.
He wasn't even there. He was in the house, but he wasn't around at the area.
For the
So-
conversation. He didn't hear that.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like right at the door. He came back, passed it to me like, here, hold this. I can't take it home. So it was late. We was drinking. I was tired. So I was like, all right. And then when it was time for me to go home, I thought about it. I said, I can't take this home either. And
Nobody can take some home.
the kitchen is right by the front door, so I just.
Well, that's not.
But you know what else is in the kitchen?
What's that?
A trash can.
But I didn't want to. I didn't want to throw his
Thank you.
property away though.
Thank you.
But you do understand that this story sounds real crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was a crazy weekend. It was.
And that wasn't the
We-
story that when I asked you.
That's what I was
guys-
going to ask you. What did they tell you when you found them?
They said that they both said, I don't know whose it is, that was here when we moved in the house.
That's
We've been
right.
in the house a year and a half, Your Honor. I packed this cabinet up because the kitchen that's my space.
I was going to ask you, when you put the salt in there, would you have thought these people who had this house before were nasty? 'Cause
Yeah, they must have been really frisky.
I
to
really
leave a
didn't
whole
know where they
box of
came from.
condoms
I
in the
didn't
kitchen.
know where they
Think
came
about
from.
it.
Your Honor, to be
My brother
100%
wasn't
honest with you.
around.
I
He didn't
know.
even know that they were there.
Thank you so much for
Oh
your
yeah, no
testimony.
problem. My brother's innocent.
Yeah,
My boy talking about it's
For
innocent.
each other, Your Honor. They always take up for each other.
So here's what
Well,
we
pick it up for
have.
her.
We have he's staying out late. You found an earring back in his car. You don't wear those type of earrings. You found a T-shirt that he claims that he's using to change up.
Yeah.
But when you smelled it, it smelled like thought.
Yes.
And then the one that puts me on my feet is the condoms in the kitchen
Yes.
that you found in the cabinet. And you've been told, oh, they were either here when you moved in, or I don't know, or a buddy's.
I've been told several stories about that, Your Honor.
Exactly. And so for all those reasons, you believe Mr. Williams is cheating.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is where we are, and the stakes are exceedingly high because literally a young, beautiful family is at risk.
Because you got an answer for everything and she doesn't believe any of your answers. So we're going to find out what the answers are because we've done a full and a complete investigation.
Yep.
At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Kendall Scholl, to determine, is he cheating?
Is he cheating? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it, but my boy picking up for him. I would say I'm a 50-50 this. I'm a 50-50 this. I'm not 100%.
Mr. Scholl, how are you today?
Great, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Thank you.
For the record, would you state your credentials, please?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI and spent my entire career in Washington, D.C. When I retired from the Bureau, I was actually chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program.
And you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Williams, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
The first question you asked Mr. Williams. You asked him, did you use any of the condoms that your wife found in the kitchen cabinet to have sexual intercourse with another woman? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Oh, my boy.
That's one. That's just one.
He's gonna get out. My boy's gonna get away from this. I mean, I was 50-50, but
I'm
now
glad
I'm
to see a
100%.
piece of smile. You asked Mr. Williams, since you've been married, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mrs. Williams? Would that include ETB?
ETB, top of the list. I should have.
Top of the list. Hey, my boy said ETB top of the list.
Yeah. I
You
think
learned
he
something
probably
new
would,
today.
Your Honor,
All
yeah.
right. What was his response?
He said no.
Is my boy free?
What did the lie detector
Is my
determine?
boy free?
The lie detector determined he was also being truthful.
Oh, my boy being true. My boy getting out.
All right, Mr. Williams,
gonna
let me
get out.
talk to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to encourage you to be gracious toward your bride.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to talk to you.
That's real.
You know how good you treat him, you do things for him, you cook the dinner for him, you bring it to him in bed.
Yes.
Sweeten that pot a little more.
You all are engaged.
Thanks. But anyways, I meant to the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification for another video like this. Go check this video out. I'm out. Damn.